that's the thing that people use in 2018. That you're woke.
I'm woke.
Oh, you're woke. See,
I'm
you're
lit.
woke when you like watch your videos. The thing you become woke. You feel
Woke, like awake.
yes, awake. It's like being woke is like being
Like woken up.
woken up,
Like, so
right?
if you're woke, then you're like, damn, this is cool.
Yeah, no. It's in the sense that like if you're woke, you know that Donald Trump is a fake president. If you're
Then you're woke?
Yeah, you're woke, right? You know what's the underlying
Like
message.
enlightened or something.
Yes,
Is that what it means?
Yes, that's your. But the cool word, like the slang.
It's like
word.
the slang word. It's like on the streets.
Yeah, it's like
You're woke.
You're woke. And it's
So if you watch my videos, you're woke, or
Yes.
you become woke.
You become woked.
You become woke.
You become woked by watching
by watching my videos
the videos because
and
they
watching
are.
your artworks. By the way, you gotta plug
yes.
yourself too, man.
I gotta plug my.
What? What were you gonna say? Plug your D? Is that what you're gonna say?
I'm gonna plug stuff in my body. Gonna cut this out.
Hey, that's one way to do it.
But yeah, yo, I am doing a lot of. See, that's the thing. I think with like, okay, like from talking like from upfront and like a holistic perspective, I think everybody's creative. Everybody has some creative
Yes.
part. Like even if you're an accountant or you're just like somebody
Everyone.
who cleans diapers, everybody is creative because you approach your work in creative ways and try to solve your problems in everyday life being creative.
Yeah.
For me, I have the urge or the need to make,
Create.
to like make stuff.
Yes.
And
If you don't, you just crumble from within.
yeah, because if I don't
You
feel like I'm
you feel like you're not productive, or you feel like
Yeah.
you're not living up to your potential, or
or I'm like wasting my
wasting your time. Essentially.
yes. So when because I'm doing my internship now, so I'm working in a company doing designs, doing concepting, coming up with new games, new designs, new stuff like that. And then I like wake up in the morning at 6, go to my work, and then I come back at like 8 in the evening. And afterwards, I just I create even more. I do artwork. And on Saturday I make a podcast. I make a lot of pictures. And I just create. And when I get home and I don't create, I always like feel almost like empty or something. It's super weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I get it. But just the thing, like, just the fact that you're here is pretty crazy, because you're not doing this for you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is your free time. So, you people out there, you got to understand, I do not pay this man. I mean, he does not have to do this, but he still does. So that's pretty cool.
And I think that's like, it's one of those qualities you see in a lot of YouTube creators. And like, yeah, the YouTube community is filled with people who feel the urge to create something and to make something. And, like a lot of people are just like, I'm going to make a YouTube video, I'm going to put it out there because I want to get YouTube rich, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then you got those people who just want to make cool stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Just want to make cool stuff, and putting it out there as part of the process.
Yeah.
And then just, engage.
And it shows. Look,
Yes.
like, people who actually care about their own stuff, it shows. The passion really comes through in every video, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For people who actually want to do this, instead of people that just, I don't know, just put on a show and make something, but they don't really give a crap about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think like if you that resonates with me when I see a YouTuber who doesn't have a lot of views or something, but they are making stuff and they're really passionate about it and they're just like flashing out videos, and I'm always
Yeah.
like,
And then you want to watch that person because
Yeah.
you know it's genuine, and it's just
It's real.
They want to do it. They don't care about if they get famous or if they
Mm-hmm.
get views or money or whatever. They just want to create the stuff that they're creating, and you gotta respect that, man.
And then you feel like subscribing is helping out, right? Because sometimes, like for instance, like the Will Smith channel. I've been watching all his videos lately. I think the videos are really great. I love Will Smith. He's one of my favorite actors. But I didn't subscribe up until like 2 days ago or something because I just felt like it's redundant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he's already made it.
He's already
Sort of,
made it.
He's making this just for fun, and you're like, okay, well, he's gonna get enough subscribers as it is.
Mm-hmm. and he gets views. But when I see like a small YouTuber, I remember in the beginning when Dodie Clark, she's one of my favorite YouTubers. She was like when she had like a really small channel, I subscribed because I was like, okay, she's making fun videos, she makes some cool songs, and she doesn't have a lot of subscribers, so I'm gonna subscribe. And then you feel part of like a community inside of YouTube.
Because you're like one of the first.
Yeah.
You were like in the early sort of community.
And then it just feels like you're part of community. And that's a weird thing. It's like even at work and even inside of YouTube and on the internet, you always want to be part of communities. It's really strong in like Twitch with like gaming streaming. That like when you subscribe, you're part of the subscribers of this like Twitch stream, right?
Right.
And it feels really cool because it's like you're part of this group. I have one Twitch streamer. Her name is Reddit E with Elspeth. If you know her, high five me virtually. She is great.
I'll high five you.
Yeah. See, that's a spike in audio.
That's a spike and a half, man.
But she does some gaming streams and she is a voice actor as well. She did the voice for Tristana in League and some other like indie games. She does some voice. It's really cool.
And she has some other qualities.
But she is great. And that's the only channel that I ever subscribed to and paid like $5 a month to be part of the subscribers club. And that's because like every stream she gets, like at that time she got like 100 like people watching, and it was literally like small community. But when you said something in the chat, like people reacted, and there were always the same people coming back, and she reacted and blah blah blah. And it felt like you were part of a group of friends that was just hanging out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's YouTube as well, with like subscribing, and even in that sense on your channel. I mean on this channel, the stop motion community.
Yes, stop motion community is very strong indeed. Yeah, like every stop motion creator, that's a cool thing about us stop motion creators, man. Everyone has a passion for the same thing, and we all love superheroes. We all love Star Wars and Transformers and all that stuff. And we all want to create videos, and we help each other out by voice acting in each other's videos. We watch each other's videos. We comment. We point out things that like we give them tips. We say like the cool stuff they did. All that stuff, like it really feels like a community. Like all the stop motion creators, we kind of work together. At least in my experience, that's what it feels like for me. And like like the big guys, like Leo and Swagwave and all those guys. Like every one of us, we like take them as an example. We kind of look up to them. But we, at least I do. I take like what's it called? Inspiration from like everyone, even the smaller guys. If I see something in someone's video that I thought was really cool, like a shot or like a lighting effect or a CGI effect or anything really, or a line, man, I take that and I use that and I try to recreate that. So it's just awesome, like to have a community like this.
And the like stop motion community YouTube feels like a really tight-knit group, and eventually you get to know some people and stuff, and it's like you're hanging out with your friends, making videos, and
I mean, I've been on Instagram, we sort of like go back and forth on like lines that we give each other, and even with some dudes like Stinger stop motion, shout out but to you, by the way. I mean, I just had a whole conversation with him, like I don't even know the guy, but we had a conversation, and it felt like we, like we weren't even strangers or something. That's weird, but you just have the passion for the same thing, and you can just talk, even though you've never met, and it just works. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
And I think that like because the community is feeding off each other, and like this guy is good at this, and then this other guy is good at this, or this other guy brings some new thing in. Then you learn, and you keep learning as a community. Videos become better and better. Because if you look at your videos, for instance, like in the beginning, it's different from what you're making now.
If you compare my first like Cap versus Bane stop motion to my latest Civil War stop motion, it's completely different, man.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I got a new camera. That's obviously a difference, but even in terms of shots and pacing and all that stuff, I think it's improved a lot.
And I see it as well, and that's cool. Like because you learn from your friends and you learn from people you see, and you look up to the the big channels, and you wanna yeah, you got ambitions, right? And you want to grow and you want to become better at your craft because it's your craft. And I think that's really cool.
It is, yeah, it's definitely a craft because it is very difficult. Stop motion, but also YouTube itself is really difficult to do.
And the YouTube hustle, like, or the hustle, you know. Like,
yeah,
you know,
that's also one of the things. Like when you talk to other YouTubers, you know, everyone is in the same boat, and they all get the hustle. You know, they all get like making videos and the process of making videos and coming up with ideas and executing them. Like everyone knows what it's like, so you just kind of have that connection. That's cool. Same thing with the Macho dude. Shout out to you, by the way, if you're watching. I love you, my dude. Last night's stream was awesome, by the way. But yeah, like every Friday night we have a stream. He does a stream and we all chime in, and you know we kind of know each other, like sort of like the what are they called? The like I'm at a loss for words here. I don't know what are they called? Like what's that called? When people go to a store like a lot.
I don't know.
What's that called?
Shop addicts. I don't know.
like the customers that go to a store a lot. What are they called?
Oh, you mean
like in Dutch? It's vaste klanten. I don't know what it means. What it means. What's in English? But like sort of like all the people that are always there essentially. Yeah. Like we kind of know each other now, and you know every time we get in the stream, we're like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And everyone's like, "Yo, man." And even the Macho dude, like he knows us, and it feels like community, and you know, that's cool. That's cool.
And I think that in YouTube, even like when you're speaking about YouTube or talking about YouTube and how the hustle on the YouTube hustle, I think even in this time, especially in this time in 2018. Where you got stuff happening with, like, yes, last year we had the whole thing with everybody making music videos and calling each other out. And like
the diss tracks.
The diss tracks, that was 2017. Now 2018, it's fighting.
Now everyone's gonna box each other. I mean, hey, you know, let us small YouTubers, let's make a boxing league of our own.
That would be so cool.
That would be awesome, but the logistics would not make any sense because those YouTubers can do that because they have a lot of money. They can fly everywhere, but we don't. We can't just buy a ticket to LA and you know that's like
fight a guy
and fight a guy and then go back. Like that's really expensive.
If you think about it, it's pretty awesome.
It would be pretty cool, but ultimately it would be way too expensive. And
I mean, just logistics, but. I think that's really interesting how YouTube keeps changing, and it's because the creators, they keep like upping the game. Because if you compare YouTube to like cable
5
in that
years
sense,
ago, cable.
Cable, right?
Cable is still the same as it was 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Like in the 70s, they had stupid game shows. What do you have? What do we have now? Stupid game shows.
It's the same.
It's always the same.
And YouTube, they're like, and I think the biggest like difference between that cable and YouTube in that sense is, cable is owned by corporations, right? And they'll like hire on people and blah blah, and they don't connect that much with the audience. But YouTube,
I think that's one of the things that affects it the most is the connection and the communities. Like with cable, you don't have that. Really.
It's all like one straight line. There's no feedback. That's like we have this thing. We put it out and people watch it. That's it.
Yeah, the only feedback they get is like
viewer
numbers,
count.
right?
Yeah, numbers. Yeah. And in YouTube, it's kind of driven by the people in that sense, and the power is sort of. I mean, you got a whole stuff.
I mean, of course, YouTubers can do whatever. You can have a speech impediment right now. Like YouTubers, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if you want to, make your fans happy. You know, if you want to have a kind of a community and you want to work with the people, like with your subscribers and your fans, then obviously you're going to have to take their suggestions.
Yeah, right.
You know, and you know, kind of do what they want to see, right?
I think that's really great how YouTube keeps evolving, and I'm really like hyped to see where it's gonna go.
Yes, I'm excited, but I'm also scared.
Yes,
because it's a little terrifying. Like people are fighting each other now. That's becoming a thing. Like man,
and it always starts with the big guys, right?
it always starts with the big guys, and then it sort of leaks down
to like the
smaller YouTubers. But I don't know where this is gonna go, man.
Because everybody was calling out KSI, even like small YouTubers with like 200
there were
subscribers.
a lot of videos
Where like I'm gonna fight this
you know,
man.
Friggin', I'll fight KSI. I mean, I got a karate background, and I go to the gym. I'll fight KSI.
I can kick his ass.
I'll kick his ass. No, I mean, he got 4 months of training. If I get 4 months of training, I mean, give me some supplements in 4 months, and I'll kick his. No, this is not an official call out, man.
No.
If KSI is gonna fight Logan Paul, that would be awesome, though. I want to see KSI kick Logan's.
Because Logan's a big guy, right? He's a big guy.
He's a big dude.
He's a big guy.
He's a big dude, but KSI is going to be quicker probably because he's so big.
Yeah, he's like small and quick. He's like
he's big. He's going to be like the Hulk.
Yeah.
He's going to be like I don't know.
It's the
Braun Strowman,
like Pacquiao and Mayweather, right?
Mayweather.
Like he's like Pacquiao is like the small, fast one.
Yeah, but
Mayweather's small as well. But but like he's like
KSI, Logan Paul is like this big hulking like guy, and that makes you very slow, like all that muscle.
But he will need to drop some weight,
quicker.
some weight, right? Because he's in a different class, probably.
Maybe, or KSI is just gonna have to bulk up a little bit more. I don't know how they're gonna do that.
I mean, we're on KSI's terms, right?
I'm with KSI on this one. Like Paul brothers. I don't. They are something. I'm not gonna say anything, but they're something. So I'm with KSI on this one, man.
And I want to see the fight. And I like how it's becoming way and way more mainstream, and even like old people are hearing about the KSI fight and how KSI fought Joe Weller and blah blah, and it's becoming common knowledge. Whereas like 2-3 years ago, it was like niche, right? If you are a YouTuber with like a weird guy who makes
like
videos,
dumb and stupid and weird, and now it's kind of it's every year it's less and less weird. Like people are getting used to it, but it's still not on the level that it should be. Like YouTube people and YouTube community and all that stuff, they get it. People that watch YouTubers and they love it and they enjoy it, and they're part of communities, they get it. But like other people, if you tell someone that you're a YouTuber, they're still like, "What?"
Yeah, and even like looking at the future, then for example, you will like move on with this channel and eventually become big, and then you become a full-time YouTuber, blah blah blah. If you tell somebody that's not into that stuff, that like
like people, but that's also the thing. Like people don't really give a shit what you do unless you're successful.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like people don't give a shit. I mean, if I tell people that, I use action figures to make stop motions, they're like, "What? That's freaking stupid."
Yeah, are you?
But I mean, if my video got like 750,000 views now, which is crazy, by the way. And if I tell them that, they're like, "Whoa, shit! Oh man, that's cool."
That's cool. Oh,
then all of a sudden it's cool. If you get if you're successful, then it's cool. It doesn't matter what it is.
Because if you tell people like blatantly like, I'm just using action figures and like moving them and making pictures, and then like sticking them together and making a video out of it.
Well, that's stupid.
And because like one of the first questions will be like, how many views are you putting then?
That's always what people ask. That's all they care about. It's like, how many views do you have subscribers? Are you making money off?
Are you having fun?
No one asked that. Are you having fun? Is it
views?
Is it satisfying or anything? No one gives a crap about that.
It's just like, are you getting views? And if you didn't say, okay, man, I mean, I got close to a million
if
views.
If you say like, I have like 150 views, and then they'll go home and they'll think like, well, that's pretty stupid that he does that.
That's a creepy guy.
And if you say like, well, if you do the same thing and you have 1 million subscribers, they're like, oh man, that guy makes videos with action figures and it's awesome and he has 1 million subscribers.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's just a freaking number.
It's a number. If you have fun, what you're doing,
as long as it's successful, people will care. It's. Unfortunately, that's how the world works.
And I always feel like if you have passion and you do something, eventually it will just the viewership and blah blah will come.
Yeah.
Because when you see somebody like that has passion and makes something, then you always connect, because it's like you see the passion in the work, and then be like, oh, okay, that's cool, and you will connect because there's like love in the work.
Yeah. And it's truthful, it's genuine, it's not like forced, it's not staged, like some YouTube stuff is like so like fake and anyway.
And I think that's one of the things that we're looking for in 2018 as well, is that like the internet came up like 10, 15 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, around I don't know, maybe like 2000.
Yeah. And then when that came up, we had the whole internet and everything became kind of fake, right? Because everything was internet related and everything was on the internet and people everything became digital. And now in 2018 we're looking for stuff that's real again. Like people are like, you got a whole like subscription service now where you can order real food, and everybody wants their food to like be real, not like plasticky and blah blah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like at first, people were like excited about MSN Messenger, and like MySpace, and like, oh, everything's becoming digital now, and people were excited. And now we've seen it, we've done it, and now we're kind of like, we don't want artificial interactions anymore. We want to meet real people, and we want to see real people, and we want to, like the digital, like fake stuff. People are kind of sick of it, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why,
and you want to meet up in the real and stuff. And obviously you use like the digital connection to connect with like people, but afterwards you want to meet in the real to like see the real person and connect and just talk, right? Yeah, because we talk so much digitally, like so much and like typing and
like
blah.
And digital interactions are usually, I mean, you can say anything online,
and you can
whether
be
in real life,
online.
And in real life that's just not the case. It's just more, I don't know, human.
And you got a lot of like these cases of people that like catfish is it's like an issue now. How people talk online for like years, like 8 years. They talk online and they talk on MySpace and on Amazon Messenger and Facebook now, and then they want to meet in the real and they just don't connect.
Right. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah,
because online you can think about what you say and all that stuff.
Yeah, and they prepare, life,
right? You have like body language and expressions and all that stuff.
And stuff like that. I think 2018 is going to be the year that like we start looking for more and more real interactions and passion. It's gonna be a year more about the people. Yeah. Even with the Black Panther movie coming out, and all the women's rights and all that stuff is coming up now. Like the world is changing. Like I feel like it's changing and it's going through a lot of stuff, a lot more than say 3 years ago. And it's going really fast, I think, because even if you want to like look at it holistically, with like we're like getting close to food shortages, and we got climate change.
The climate thing. Yeah, I mean, well,
there's a lot of stuff coming up that can like destroy humankind.
Oh yeah, like in 20 years we're gonna run out of fuel. So
yeah,
hey,
and like, and I was I was listening to a TED podcast, and like they were talking about the 5 problems that are gonna probably like kill us all, and one of them was like food shortages.
Sure. And in this climate, we can't grow natural foods anymore, or something, or like the animals will starve, and
we are like killing the ground in a lot of places, and how the food will run out because we are making more and more people exponentially, right? So more and more people will be there, and there will be less and less food. So it will heal really fast in like 20, 30 years. Food will be gone as well. So there is, I think, 2018, and moving on from here, we're gonna get more woke, right?
More, yes. Wrapping it up in nice little, we're gonna be more woke,
and aware of these issues, right?
Yes, hopefully, people will be more aware. But actually, like awareness doesn't really do much.
No,
like you gotta actually do something.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's just hope things will change for the better. But yeah, we do gotta wrap this up. Unfortunately. But so anything we want to say or do for the next episode?
We're gonna talk about Black Panther next episode.
Next episode, Black Panther. Yes, we are going to see Black Panther on Monday.
Hyped.
Finally. So we will be talking about that. And if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. We will do a Q&A soon.
Oh yes, we will, definitely.
We must. And yeah. Should we do like Korg and Black Panther outro or? No, why are you?
No. We can save it for the Black Panther.
We'll
episode.
save it.
Yes.
Yes, that's a great idea. All right. Well, then the whole Black Panther episode will be like this.
Will be like this.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening. If you did, hopefully, if you made it this far, we love you.
Definitely.
And
I want to have babies with you.
yes, so do I. Well, anyway, guys, until next time, see you later.
Later.